Okay, so Relic, which is a brilliant feature debut from Natalie Erica James, and it is a story. It's a horror film, but it is a heartbreaking horror film, and it's about Alzheimer's and memory loss and becoming lost in the labyrinthine corridors of your mind and your home. So Emily Mortimer is Kay, who is somewhat distant from her mother Edna, played by Robin Nevin, who lives in this kind of house out in the woodland, some way away from Kay. The police keep regular, touch with her, checking in to make sure she's okay. Kay clearly hasn't been quite as attentive. She then hears that Edna has gone missing, and Kay and her daughter Sam, played by Bella Heathcote, rush to the house to try and find her. But when she turns up, suddenly she has no memory of where she's been. So Edna has been missing. Now she's back and no one knows where she's been. Kay starts to panic and thinks this is the time that we have to move her to a care home. Here's a clip.
Now, you mentioned your mother has some cognitive impairment?
Yeah, I don't really know. She forgets things. She's started wandering.
Well, the staff here are on call 24/7. Think of it as independent living with the edges taken off. Just in here. This side of the building has ocean views. Handrails in every room, high toilet seat, mobility aids if your mother needs help getting in and out of bed.
No, she's fine with that kind of stuff. She's fit, she's active. I'm not even sure she's ready for a place like this.
Well, it's five-star living.
But obviously, it's not what her mother wants, and neither is it what her daughter wants, because what her daughter wants to do is to move into the home with her beloved Gran and live with her and look after her. But there is something else going on which neither of them fully understand, and we sort of get led deeper and deeper into this darkness, which is in the house. We hear that the mother thinks that there is somebody else, that she's had an intruder in the house. And the best way of describing this is if you think of a movie like Babadook, which is a surreal horror story, but is dealing with something absolutely real. This is in exactly the same territory. It's using surrealism and the language of horror, but it is telling a story that is completely rooted in everyday reality. Now, I have to say that obviously, one's responses to films are often kind of informed by one's own personal history. This hit me really profoundly. I mean, at the end of the movie, I was in pieces, and I mean that as a compliment. It's been described by its director. It's she's also the co-writer of the film, co-wrote it with Christian White. That she said it's about the terror of grieving for the loss of someone while they are still alive. I think that I see in it echoes of, well, Edgar Allan Poe's Fall of the House of Usher, obviously, in terms of the kind of psychogeography of it. The film has a dream logic in the way that Eraserhead does. It doesn't make literal sense, it makes emotional sense. It also reminded me of the tone, and I say this compliment of Hideo Nakata's Dark Water, which is similar. It's a horror film, and it is scary, but it's, in the end, it's a film about, emotional loss. The film is presented under the Fright Fest Presents label, and it's a Halloween release, and there is plenty in there that is scary. But the key thing about it is the emotional involvement that you have. I mean, as I said, I watched the film, and at the end of it, I was absolutely in pieces, because it had done that kind of Cronenbergian thing of taking something which was conceptual and metaphorical and physicalizing it in a way that was really remarkable and really surprising. It's called Relic. It's one of my films of the year.